What up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back with another motherfucking fight breakdown, fight review. Now, when this fight was scored, originally at the time, there was a lot of controversy saying that it was Jon Jones who lost. Sorry for a bit of a spoiler, but this happened fucking long ago, so fuck you. Pay attention to the fight game, bitch. But I remember watching it, and I thought Jon won pretty heavily in all the grappling exchanges, and the grappling exchanges were the dominant part of the fight, so I feel Jon won the fight. But I'm going to wash aside all those pre-inhibitions and use my newfound fighter point score system. I think that's what I called it. I don't know, I got dyslexia. But I'll use my new fight point system. And this should be a good test for it. Damn straight this time. Let's hop right into this. So it's already going to be a long video. It's going to break shit down.
2011 Caesar's Palace.
That's really crazy when you stop to think about that.
Nuts, man. Minus 550 against Dominick Reyes, who comes back at plus 375. He has had eyes locked on Jon Jones from the moment
You ready, sir?
Jon entered this arena.
You ready, John? Let's go, gentlemen, fight.
And we are underway tonight's fight clock brought to you by Modelo Brewed for
First strike goes to Dominick. Jon immediately initiated a takedown defense, so I'm not going to give him a significant strike, but I will give him a strike.
those with a fighting spirit.
Immediately, Dominick Reyes with a good knee to the body, a good left hand.
And that was a defensive grappling exchange out of Jon, so I'm not going to award any points for that. Defensive takedown. I'm going to give a takedown defense for Dominick as well. Shuts down Jon's first takedown. Separates. That was a good strike out of Jon. First strike is that weird oblique kick he does. Looked like there was another leg strike out of Dominick. I'm already moved this to 0.5 speed. Can't really listen to Joe then. Missed with that left. Jon does a really good job of whenever you're about to throw strikes at him, he's going to force you to defend his takedown. You can already see him do that multiple times in this fight in the first 20 seconds. I'm not going to count that leg strike. Looked like that was very well. Oof, that's a good leg strike out of Jon. But that one out of Dominick, definitely, I don't think landed. I definitely think was checked. That didn't land. Dominick doing a really good job of rotating and getting dominant striking positioning. Look at his footwork. He's outside of Jon's lead leg. Outside, I mean, like inside would be this way on the shoulder. Outside would be on this way. Like you can't punch that way, right? Like you can only punch in this general cone, right? So this would be inside. Dominick Reyes is doing a good job of rotating to the outside of Jon Jones' lead leg. You can see here. Jon pivots. And they're really standing toe-to-toe. That's a good... I'm going to give Dominick Reyes a significant strike for that leg. Yeah, that landed, bro. So I'm giving Dominick a significant strike for that high kick. Looked like that low kick landed as well. Very even fight so far. That low kick, Jon's low kicks have been fucking clean. Albeit Jon hasn't really unleashed any punches too much. Mainly sticking to his kicks and his grappling. I think Jones is very scared of getting struck, and that's why he isn't punching. And he's engaging in the, I don't know, did that land? I can't tell if this cross by Reyes lands. I'm going to give him a strike for that. It looks like Jon's head turns. That strike to the body didn't look like it did much damage, so I'm not scoring that. Good jab out of Reyes. Good leg kick out of Reyes. Reyes definitely won this leg kick exchange. Reyes seems first, and Jon, yeah. I'm going to give that point to Reyes. Looks like Jon scooted away from that well. That was a shin-to-shin leg kick. I don't know how to score that, so I'm not going to give points either way. I feel that equally damaged both fighters. Good leg kick out of Jon. He's really good at that side oblique knee kick that he throws. Jon turning his back to his opponent. Very awkward striking there. Looks like Reyes landed with that left. Timed Jon very well. Right here. Coming up, Jon goes in. Yep, I'm going to give a strike for Reyes. Doesn't look like Jon took too much damage, but he could be poker facing. All strikes there missed. I'm going to give Jon a point for strike for that palm to the face there. That was basically a jab, except it was a palm, of course. Completely stopped Reyes' attempt at a strike there. Shout out to Jon not eye poking him like he normally does, and actually having the palm up. That's growth, Jon. That is growth. Good on you, bro. I've been a fan throughout your career, even when you were worse. But like, honestly, you're a pretty good guy now. But like, look at that. Reyes is coming in for a left. Looks like a left overhand. Completely extended elbow. That's why I say overhand. A hook should have some angle to it, right? And Jon, it's really like Jon posting up, but he's posting up on the motherfucker's face and shifting out, back and away. Rotating away from Reyes' power hand. I already awarded Jon a point for that, just reviewing it. Oh, that leg kick looked weird. It didn't even look like it did damage. Like, it didn't look... That leg kick was weird. Like, I guess it does do damage. It's full contact. I'm awarding Reyes a point for that leg kick, actually. so far in this fight, Reyes has been winning the striking exchanges. Jon has been winning the grappling exchanges, but he has mostly been doing defensive grappling and reserving his tank for the later rounds. Good leg kick out of Jon. Reyes floats out of the pocket. If Reyes stepped forward there, let's be certain here, Jon is going to hit him with that left hook. Jon is being very reserved with his strikes, as not to get counterpunched by a dangerous striker. You know, this is what makes Jon Jones the best. He doesn't give a fuck. He's at the same point utterly and totally confident of himself and completely paranoid that he would lose, right? And he changes his fight style perfectly to fit the fighter every single fight. That's why you see him out grappling DC. That's why you see him out striking other prominent strikers of the time, like Lyoto Machida and everyone like that back in Jon's prime, right? Like, he went against, on paper, better strikers, and he outstruck them. He went on paper against better grapplers and out-grappled them. So Jon really finds the weakness and exploits it. And right now, that seems to be Jon is just going to defensively grapple every time Dominick Reyes engages. But Dominick Reyes defended the first takedown very well. Huge left hand. That's a significant... Oh, that's a knockdown. Let's watch this. I'm not scoring Jon's kick there because obviously it made him get knocked down. So yeah, so I'm going to give him +4. KD. That is a true bona fide knockdown. But on the ground, I won't do any dominant striking points because there wasn't that much damage after the fact. It was a knockdown, yes, but did Reyes fucking start punching him in the face as soon as Jon stood up? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're back to a mute point. Stance switch. Ooh, good left by Reyes. I'm going to score that as a normal strike. It's another strike. Doubled up on this left cross there. Really clean striking out of Reyes. Straight down the middle. Good leg kick out of Jon there. I don't like Reyes going to the body. Like, go to the body with your kicks like Jon did. Much safer. Both rotating away from their power hands. Reyes in the southpaw stance now. Earlier he was in the orthodox. And I feel that's to open up the... I'm going to score that as a normal strike. That left hand kind of looks like it landed as well. Definitely damage. I'm going to score that left hand as well, because it forces Jon to retreat. And I think I'm also going to give Reyes forward pressure points. I don't know. The forward pressure has been so back and forth. It hasn't been super clear. So I don't want to sway the fight unjustly. See, Jon got pressure back so quickly. I think that would have been a travesty if I scored it like that. That looks like a low leg kick lands out of Reyes. Even though Dan Murgieliotta's cute bald head is in the way. Looks like one of those lefts got through, but not too much damage. Much easier to score on slow speeds. Doesn't look like anything happened there. I'm not scoring that low leg kick for Reyes. Doesn't look like it incurred much damage, and Jones looked like he checked it. Another weird kick out of Reyes. Reyes is looking a little gassed. John looks like his gas tank is a lot more conserved, which, just judging by the volume of strikes, I'm going to score that as a normal kick. Looked like, I don't know. That was to the head, so I don't know how normal that can be. Like, he blocks it so well, though. And it doesn't look like he took very much damage, so I'm going to score that as a normal strike. The one earlier in the round looked like John took a lot more damage. I'm going to score that jab after the fact. Doesn't look like the second punch. Ooh, looks like that punch there landed as well. Like the punch to the body. I'm going to score that punch to the body. So there's the head kick. That doesn't look like it landed very well. That lands. And that forces a reaction on John. So I've already scored it, but that's definitely a point for that body shot. Good body shot there. Oh, does that land? Does this land? Hold on, I gotta go slower. We gotta go as slow as possible on this. Flashes the jab. I'm awarding a strike, but it doesn't look significant. It doesn't look like Jones took that much damage. Like, even taking a spinning back kick right here, that's incurring damage, right? So I feel that's a successful strike at least. But that is crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. So they have him at 19 significant strikes. I have him at 1. But 18 strikes. My point system is so much better than UFC's bullshit. I have John at 8 strikes. I don't think he had any significant strikes this round. They incurred a lot of damage to Reyes. But I really only feel the head kick that landed early in the round was a significant strike for Reyes. John isn't completely off the scorecard. I'm counting that strike there. Doesn't look like John took too much damage. Good body shot out of John. I feel like literally most of John's strikes have been leg kicks. Or has been kicks. It's been insane. Oblique kick there. This is a bad camera angle. Come on, UFC. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back to 0.5 speed. Good leg kick out of Reyes. John switching stances for the shits and giggles. Yeah, but John's just waiting for Reyes to overcommit and throw like a high volume combo so that he can get a clean takedown and maybe win this round. In my scorecards, he doesn't win this round. He's been knocked down. But it's also probably smart for John to just be hanging in there, being safe. Good body shot by Reyes. That definitely hurt. Even though John might be a fucking demon and not feel pain, it definitely would have hurt a mortal. I'm not going to count that front leg kick. Doesn't look like it landed clean. Oof. I think that's a significant strike out of John. Let's watch this slow. John timed this very well. He's getting good rhythm. Yeah, definitely makes the head snap. Yeah. So I'm scoring that as a significant strike for John. For certain. Huge overreaction of Reyes off that jab feint from John. Reyes is starting to feel the pressure, I feel, after that leg or that spinning head kick. That one's blocked. I'll count that as a strike, but that was a blocked one, so I won't give it a significant strike. But John is just playing such a defensive fight right now. I'm assuming in the next 3 rounds he's going to turn it up a notch, start pressuring takedowns, because he hasn't really gone for any takedowns except for one in the beginning of the round. I don't know if I should score that jab. It didn't look like it landed very clean. And it most likely won't make a difference this round. I think Reyes has done enough to win the round, but I also feel John wasn't really trying this round, and he was more game planning for the next round. So, I thought that was to the face, but it's still a knockdown. Still a knockdown.
And another one.
Okay, so 0 takedowns from either person. I got John at 11 strikes, and then 1 significant strike. So that puts John at 13 points for the round. As for Reyes, I got him at 0 takedowns, of course. I got him at 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 strikes. Plus the significant head strike in the beginning of the round. And then Reyes had the takedown defense, so that's +1, and the knockdown +4. So Reyes won that round in my book. What's it called? So that puts us at 23 + 4, 27 points for the winner of round 1 to be Dominick Reyes by a whole 14-point margin, something like that. But then again, we didn't see really that many takedown attempts. We saw one takedown attempt off of a striking exchange out of Jon. I wouldn't feel too comfortable if I was Dominick Reyes. Okay, let me set up the score sheet. Okay, that should be enough room. Okay, let's get back in this bitch.
Jones, commit to your shot. He's just pulling you up. That means commit and follow up.
First strike attempt out of Reyes, unsuccessful. All of these strikes out of Reyes unsuccessful. There's a good leg kick out of Reyes. Looks like Jon might hit this left straight. Doesn't look like it landed. Let me watch that back. Let me double check. Kind of threw up. Yeah, that leg kick kind of threw off the timing of Jon Jones' left straight. Otherwise, I think it might have landed. Now, Reyes is in the southpaw stance to Jon Jones' orthodox stance. And for those that don't know, southpaw, right arm forward, orthodox, left arm forward. And left leg, basically. Big swing and a miss out of Reyes. So far, Reyes is looking like the more fatigued fighter. Jon is cool, calm, and confident. So if I was in Jon's corner, I would be like, look, wait 2 minutes, go for commit for a hard takedown around 3 minutes, and then control the rest of this round. That's what I would do. I do think I should award Jon forward pressure points. He is consistently, for the last 30 seconds, forcing Dominick Reyes backwards, and without incurring that much damage. So I'm going to give Jon +1 FP, forward pressure points. Looks like that leg kick landed out of Reyes. Looks like some things landed there from Reyes as well. Okay. Let's watch this closely. Good level changes out of Reyes. Did those land? I think I'm going to give Reyes 1. I think that first right straight landed, but it didn't look like it landed very clean. And then Jon ducked the other one. He's rolling with the punches so well. Such a defensive fighter. Nothing is landing. Oh my goodness, nothing is landing. Nothing is landing. Maybe that one landed. That one. So I'm gonna give 2. 2 for Reyes. I'm gonna hold that 2. Watch this over again. That doesn't land. Let's go 0.25. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. He's against the cage. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. Does that land? I think this might be a glancing blow. So I think that's the first one I was talking about. That's just a frame. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. Alright. Alright. I'm giving Reyes 1 point for that glancing blow. He gets 1 point for that glancing blow. And I think Jon deserves 4 DS points. Dominant striking points. Part of striking is not getting hit. I don't know if I went over this in the rules, but I was thinking about it. Part of striking is not getting hit. Holy fuck. Jon didn't get hit. Jon didn't get hit for so long. I gotta give him +4 for DS, I think. Now, of course, I am doing this in pencil, so I can always redo it, but let's go back to the beginning of this engagement. But that doesn't land. 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 Shells up. That doesn't land. Against the cage. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. That doesn't, like, that's the one glancing blow. That right there is the 1 point I'm giving Reyes. I think it's such a glancing blow. It does do damage. You can see Jon's head move a little bit. It obviously didn't feel good, but he was in a pretty good position. His head was down. You're hitting off this part of the skull. That's the best part of the skull to hit off of, baby. That sucker hard. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. That doesn't land. Yeah, Jon deserves 4 DS points for this, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to put DSE. DSE for evasion. I'm literally going to the rule book. I'm adding the rule as we speak. DSE. Dominant striking evasion. Fighter dodges a consecutive I don't think it's consecutive punches from opponent. That's Jon Jones' rule right now. But I mean, it's probably Muhammad Ali. Like, you got to give Muhammad Ali points for dodging all of those punches. Like, that's impressive. You should reward that. Points awarded. How many should say strikes? Why am I fucking crossing it out? I'm using a pencil and I'm crossing shit out. Goddamn retarded, bro. How many strikes fighter dodges? Okay. 2 to 4 points. Okay. Yeah. John really hasn't thrown any punches this round. I haven't seen any punches thrown from John. Just rope-a-doping him. Making him tired. And technically for John, this isn't a must-win round, so I'm not counting that strike. That was super well blocked. So, as of right now, it's a tied fight. I actually have John in the lead for the forward pressure and the DSE points. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? I have no idea what button I just pressed to do that. Just so we're aware. Back to point 5. My girlfriend is texting me. But she doesn't know I'm fucking watching fights. It's fight time. Another evaded punch for John. Absolutely, utterly showcasing defensiveness, or striking defense to the maximum. Do I count that leg kick? Does this land and does it do damage? Yes. Not significant damage. Now, I can only award forward pressure points once every minute, but again, I awarded it at the 30-second mark at 4:30. I think I gotta give John dominant pressure, or forward pressure points again. If John doesn't get forced back in the cage in the next 20 seconds, I'm gonna give him a 1 FP point for forward pressure. He isn't taking damage, and he is forcing the opponent backwards with his footwork. That's a strike out of John. First real strike out of John. And coincidentally, look at the time on the clock. John is he's on clockwork. He's clinical, motherfucker. He's like, okay, you can have the first round. I'm not going to get tired in the first round. I'm going to be very conservative, right? And then I'm going to even give you the first 2 minutes of the second round. But then at 3 minutes, I'm going to turn it the fuck up, because I've been used to wrestling for 3 minutes all of my life and going max speed in 3 minutes. All of John's life, right? So I'm expecting John to turn up the pace here. I'm giving John a forward pressure point. Looks like if he holds this forward pressure for another 10 seconds and doesn't get forced backwards, definite forward pressure points for John. I'm marking it +1 FP. Leg strike out of John. Another leg kick out of John. Right before. Completely threw off the timing of Reyes with that quick little teep kick. Good punch. Good stepping bolo uppercut. It's like a shovel uppercut from Reyes. That definitely landed. So in my book, basically Reyes is just winning on the amount of strikes thrown and landed, whereas Jon is winning on all of the extra things. The forward pressure, the evading punches, right? Not taking damage. But I will say Jon hasn't really put out too much damage as well. So it isn't a wash either way so far. Again, another minute of forward pressure forcing the other fighter backwards. That looks like it landed. Definitely a strike for Jon. Not significant. Reyes is still definitely aware in the fight. Jon's just absolutely winning this fight purely on his defensive striking. Jon parries it. Jon parries that motherfucking front kick like he's swatting away a fly. Jon goes for the fucking spinning donkey kick. See, if Jon regains cage control here, I'm going to give him another forward pressure point. It's been another minute, and he regained cage control. Distance strikes. What the fuck is that, bro? The fuck does that mean? So it's been a minute. I asked you guys at home, do you think Jon deserves forward pressure points here? I think so. He's been pushing Reyes back this entire fight, or this entire round. So I'm going to give him another +1 FP. I'm watching this back to see if this frame should be counted as a strike. I don't really think it should be. Doesn't look like it landed, but it does look like it completely stopped Reyes' combo. So another forward pressure point can be awarded at 1 minute mark. Jon Jones just framing up. Nothing landed there. Does that land? Do we see head whiplash? Yes. That is a strike. I don't know how significant. Reyes is still aware. He moves out of the power hand. Going to give him benefit of the doubt. It's a normal strike. Do I count that strike? I don't know. It's so weird. Doesn't look like it incurred very much damage. That's damage. That's clear portrayal of damage, right? Huge whip, head whip off that. Like that. Did Reyes do damage? I don't know. Should I score him equal as that? Like, bruh. Good leg kick out of Reyes. As of now, Jon still holds the forward pressure points. Swing and a miss from both fighters. Good jab from Jon. Completely, like, Reyes is loading up on his... He's trying to hit a right overhand here, and Jon just throws that jab, like, at his ear. I think I already gave him a point for it. Yeah, I did. Good strike out of Reyes. This is really a clinic on striking so far. I'm going to give Jones a point for the strike. That wasn't significant. Looked like it was blocked well. But even taking a leg kick on your arm here, that's incurring damage, right? Leg kick out of Jon. Leg kick out of Jon that forces Reyes to switch stance. Another leg kick out of Jon. Now I can award Jon more forward pressure points. Do I think Reyes has pushed Jon back enough with his own pressure? Do I think Reyes has done enough damage to make Jon wary and have to give up ground? No, I don't. And I think Jon gets another forward pressure point. Now only one more forward pressure point can be awarded in this round. Okay. I'm actually going to be... There should only be one forward pressure point. Or, like, there should only be 4 forward pressure points per round. Because I don't think it's right, like... Say, like, Reyes knocked down Jon, and then Jon just, like, puts out forward pressure. If he does that for 4 rounds, for 4 minutes of the round, okay, sure. Maybe that nullifies the knockdown. But you shouldn't be able to get more points, you know? So, at most, I think 4-point maximum per round. I'm going to add that to the rules. Max. Awarded. Can be. Okay, back to the fight. We're rolling with the punches, just like Jon Jones dodged every single Reyes' punches. Looks like that left straight out of Jon landed. It didn't land clean. It looked like a glancing blow off the top of Reyes' head. But definitely landed. Definitely landed. Another left out of Jon. Now, let me go back and see if that first punch really landed, or if it was really just a setup for the second. Like, that lands. Like, it's weird. Jon hits him with, like, this part of his limb. I think that left might have been a significant strike out of Jon. Let's watch this real or half speed. That's the first strike that I was talking about. And that one, Doesn't look like it did that much damage, so I'm going to just leave it there. There's 1 strike point. Good strike out of Reyes. Let me think. Leg kick lands. If you look at this, doesn't land yet. Lands, it completely changes the trajectory of this punch. And it looks like that left still comes in. I could have done a lot more damage if that leg kick doesn't land. I can't tell if that lands, so I'm not going to award points. It looked like it landed, but I can't really see. Good strike out of John. That hurt like a motherfucker. Ooh, that's a significant strike out of Reyes for that uppercut. Definitely stops John's whole combo progression. Okay. John's starting to engage. Look at his feet. Good footwork. John's foot is right where you want it to be, on the outside of the lead leg. He does kind of overextend. Probably should have taken a step forward with his punch, and he wouldn't be so exposed. It looks like John's punch lands, so I will give him a point for that. But this counter is rough, and I gave Reyes a significant strike for that. Completely ended John's engagement. I assumed John was going to go for a takedown there to try to secure this round. But John, that's what makes Jon Jones good. He just got his shit smacked. He's still aware, hops out of the pocket, finds himself, settles in, and now he's still a dangerous monster. Posts up, fades away from the fucking, does the classic, hey, my arms are fucking longer than you, you can't do anything, you can't touch me, and just fades away. I think I still have John winning this round. Another leg strike out of Reyes. It's the end of the round. Let's go back to normal. Fight ain't over, buddy. Okay, let's tally up the points. I counted 15 strikes for John.
A little bit more. Okay. Hey. Good round.
And I counted
We need to come back more. Cover 2. Okay, when we're retreating.
11 strikes.
Salute to your face. Okay.
And then plus 2 for the significant strike at the end. So I got Reyes at 13 points for striking. But Reyes didn't have that many moments, and I didn't really award him anything. I think the moments section was definitely defined by John in that round. So I gave him 4 forward pressure points and 4 DSE points for a total of 23 points for John.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official
For the
protein
winner
snack
of
the
round
UFC.
2 goes to
Dominick
Jon
Cruz.
Jones.
Dominick Reyes has 2 of his brothers, Danny and Jose, in his corner. Your thoughts on the advice there after round 2? How they told Reyes to keep circling and pulling Jones into those kicks. You've got to take Jones.
Okay, going to the third round. Let me get a stretch. Yeah. It's a tough fight. Yeah. Good break. Puppy break. Puppy break. Puppy, puppy, puppy break. Let's get back into it. Let me set up the score sheet for the other side. Okay, we're all set up for the start of this next round. They look so fast now. That's a leg kick out of John. Start this round. But let's go back to the. Whoops, not that one. Let's go back. Can I click on the right thing? Okay, let's go back to half speed. Mute them. I don't want to listen to what you have to say, Joe, just because it sounds super weird. Another leg kick to answer for Reyes. This could be the round that determines the fight. Ooh. That's a significant strike for Reyes for sure. That was a unguarded leg kick or head kick. And it looks like Reyes hits him with a strike before that. Doesn't hit him there. Does hit him there. So I'm just going to give him 1 point for a significant strike there. See, Reyes has forward pressure now. But John just slowly creeping forward and gaining forward pressure again. Just with his footwork and range, gaining forward pressure. See, I don't think I award forward pressure points there because as soon as Reyes gets back, he explodes forward, right? Looks like that left lands from Reyes, an uppercut from Reyes, a knee from Reyes. So I'm counting 3 more strikes for Reyes. Good combination out of Reyes. Let's watch that back again. So the first cross, glancing blow, uppercut lands definitely, knee lands definitely. Reyes is off to a good start this round. I don't think anything there landed. It's really unfair for Reyes. He is literally just fighting someone who has so much more reach. Do I score that little jab out of John there? Doesn't look like it connected. Reyes is really doing a good job of floating just outside Jon's reach. I don't think that body leg kick. Maybe it did. I'm going to give him a strike for it. Does force Jon backwards. Good leg kick out of Jon. Those oblique kicks fucking look easy, but goddamn, I bet they hurt. That's a good snapping right hand out of Jon. Huge left hand out of Reyes to answer back, though. Now Reyes is forcing him back. Another leg body shot out of Reyes. Leg kick body shot. I think Reyes is so far piecing him up. I think Jon needs to rely on his grappling to win this round. Reyes is looking like the more fatigued fighter. Glancing leg kick. I don't know if I should count it. I've decided I'm not going to count that leg kick. That was a good leg kick out of Jon. If I see the leg move, or if the person doesn't check, or if it's on like the high leg, good right overhand by Reyes. Let's watch that. Does Jon connect? Looks like Jon also connects with his right, or his left hand. Looks like they traded punches there. I'm going to give Reyes for a strike for that. It looks like he actually pushed Jon backwards. And you can tell he's doing this to bait out Jon to come forward so he can load up on that right hand. Look at his right hand here. It's completely loaded. I know it looks awkward that he just threw a cross to the body, but you throw the cross to the body, Jon steps in, and you hit him with this mean overhand right, or this mean right hand with that fully loaded hip. So I'm glad I gave him a strike for that. Can't tell if that lands. It doesn't look like it. Another good leg body shot. Jon has regained forward pressure of the cage. If he maintains pressure for a full minute and Reyes slows down, doesn't incur damage or put damage onto Jon, I think Jon will get the forward pressure points. Because he is doing a good job of caging him in. Jon did a good job of staying out of reach there. Again, pushing Reyes backwards. Jon has the forward pressure still. Doesn't even take that leg kick. So far, Jon deserves a forward pressure point. Good right hand out of Jon. Good left uppercut out of Reyes. That looks like it fucking landed so hard, but Jon's head doesn't move that much. You know what I mean? Like, Like, I'm gonna give Reyes another strike for that overhand to disengage. Leg kick out of Reyes. Good strike for Jon. Looks like it was blocked, so I'm not giving that head kick a significant strike. I think Jon still deserves forward pressure points. I'm going to give him +1 FP point. And this takedown, let's see how this goes. Okay. So far, Jon is still dominating the grappling. I'm going to give Reyes +1 TDD point, and I'll give Jon +2 DG points for dominant grappling. And you might be like, that seems weird. Jon just has an advantage there, but it evens out in the totality of things, right? When you include striking points as well. Good jab out of Jon. Looks like that jab landed as well. This one right here. But I can't tell if that's just his head movement or not. Yep, I think it's just his head movement. It isn't a jab, so I'm not going to award a strike point for that. Doesn't look like anything landed there clean. Does Jon's strike here land? I can't tell from this angle, man. I think it does. I'm going to give them both a strike point. Jon for the engaged cross, the first cross on the engagement that we can't really see super clearly, but even if that glances down to the body, it's still a big hit. I think this definitely counts. I'm wondering about this second left hand, or this first left hand, I should say. I'm going to give him a strike for that as well. That was a good counter. And then the left hand. Good body kick. I've seen 3 good body kicks so far, I'm pretty sure, out of Reyes. What the fuck? That's crazy. I swear to God, these motherfuckers, like, even if like a punch like hits my beard, right? If a punch hits my beard, that's a strike. Even if I incur 0 damage, my head doesn't even fucking move. Like it literally just goes like this. That'd be a strike to the UFC, and if it's a fucking actual clean strike, that's a significant strike. My rule set is way more defined, way more clear, and if you're gonna have fucking millions of dollars on the line, motherfucker, Which rule set you want? The one that's clear on paper, has everything listed out and defined, or yeah, that guy gets 10 points, that guy gets 9 points. Why? We feel like it, motherfucker. No scientific process to it. Like, billions of dollars are on the line now. Like, this is such a big sport. It needs a better scoring system. See, Dominick Reyes is still incurring damage to Jon, even though Jon is walking forward, right? So I don't think he deserves forward pressure points. Good left straight out of Reyes. But basically, my point system, my point scoring, I award a lot less significant strikes, because those are real consequential in a fight, right? And knockdowns and everything. Did anything happen there? This left by Jon land. Just misses. See, I feel they score that. Like, they score this as a strike for Jon. But, like, look at it. Like, literally what I was talking about. Literally what I was talking about. It hit his beard. It hit his beard. Like, his head isn't fucking... Like, his head doesn't turn. Like, his head turns, but it doesn't snap, you know? Like, it's more just his forearm pushing against his face, not really, like, punching him. So I'm not scoring that as a strike. Good uppercut to the body by Reyes. That definitely landed, sent Jon backwards. Let's watch that again. Like, sure, Jon has forward pressure, but he is taking damage. Huge uppercut to the body. Makes Jon's foot go from over here to over here. I already awarded a point for that. But this round's clearly in Reyes' favor. He got the takedown defense. Like, Jon's ego definitely got the better of him this round. He wants to prove that he's a good striker too. Like, you should be just fucking pushing pressure with Dominick grappling, not fucking this bullshit. Like, Jon is trying to outpoint fight someone who is a better striker, in my opinion. Like, Jon just has, like, an overpowered skeleton. That doesn't look like it landed. I shouldn't say the better striker, because I do think Jon outstruck Reyes last round. I think that is a bit hypocritical. Ooh, good jab out of Reyes. But I do think Jon is just significantly better at grappling, and he could be winning this fight much easier. Let's look at that cross into like a cross feint into a cross. Look at that. That was beautiful. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So right here, he acts like he's going to pull the trigger. Jon reacts, posts up, does what he normally does, and then he reloads and strikes to the face. Beautiful, beautiful strike out of Reyes. High level striking. Looked like he floated away from that leg kick. I'm not going to score it. Good left straight out of Jon. Good left out of Reyes. Oh. I think I grade that as a significant strike. That was sick. That has to be a significant strike. Like, wherever this lands, this hurts. It looks like it lands to the face, bro. It looks like it lands to the face. That's a significant strike out of John. Into a grappling attempt. And a +1 takedown defense at the end. Okay, let's watch that last exchange. Flying, what the fuck you call that? And John doesn't commit to this. He lands a strike. I'll give him that knee. Maybe that was after the round, but I'll give it to him. Okay. So let's tally up the points.
Big shot. Look at this high kick by Reyes. Lands on the money when Jones tries to take the angle and exit. Nice body kick with Jones.
Okay, so let's tally up Reyes' points. See what John has to beat. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 5, so that puts us at 21 points for striking, and +2 for significant strikes, and then another 2 for the 2 takedown defenses I'm scoring. So that puts us at 25 points for Reyes. And I got 11 strikes for John. I got a significant strike at the end of the round. That puts us at 13, 14 for forward pressure, and then +2 for the dominant grappling. So that puts us at 16. And I have Reyes winning that round.
Fourth round, gentlemen, fourth round. Let's go, guys. Championship.
Hold on. Absolutely no takedowns again that round. 2 takedown attempts for John, but like he stuffed them both. Okay. Let's get right back into it. Good leg kick out of Reyes. Does this jab land out of Reyes? Not the second one. That one definitely misses. Does this first one? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it definitely looks like John parried it. See, that's why I have that shit on mute, bro. John a little bit more apprehensive going into this first round, or this fourth round. Ooh. Do we see any head whiplash? Looks like we do. Another strike for Reyes. Does this one hit? I'm going to count that one too. Kind of behind the ear. Ooh, another one out of Reyes. This left lands too. Completely snaps the head. I think this one's a significant strike. That's full head whiplash. John's looking right and then looking left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. That's a significant strike, buddy. John doing, he landed on that one there too. It wasn't significant, but he definitely landed successfully. Ooh. Good counter. Uppercut to the body there. See, you got John shooting a shot now. You got John being scared. He might actually lose by just fucking striking. Look at this. Straight misses. John! Dan Magliata, please move the fuck out the way. But you can see the arm here loads up and hits John very hard in the stomach. And that's what spurs John to be like, okay, I'm a grappler now. I forgot for the last 2 rounds, boys, that I'm one of the best, last 3 rounds that I'm one of the best grapplers in the world. Into a very dominant over-under gable grip clasp for John. Oh, baby! That's a takedown defense for... Oh, okay, but he gets it with the second effort. That's what makes good wrestlers good. I'm going to give +1 for a takedown. +1. Oh, my goodness, I can't fucking do anything. Okay, but should it count as a takedown defense if he immediately gets taken down afterwards? He almost had the takedown defense. That's what I think. John starts this dominant grappling exchange. See, if it just stayed at this and John pushes him against the cage with dominant grappling, that'd be like 2, and depending how long and how much damage John is doing, 4 points, right? John goes for this first takedown, very ugly. But now he's down on the ground. So, see, right there, if John doesn't get the takedown, this would be a takedown defense for Reyes. But John doubles up, gets back into position. Good position, turns the corner, secures the takedown. So I'm going to give 1 takedown for John. But immediately back up. Oh, is he? He has to get away. And then I'm going to put 2 DG points for John there. Because this is what dominant grapplers would do. It is not an escape, right? Did I put takedown escape in the rule books? If I didn't, that's a very big lapse in judgment. Takedown defense, takedown reversal, takedown. Oh my goodness. TDE. Take or GE. It'll be GE, ground escape. Fighter stands up and opponent breaks hold of them. So that's the nuance to it, is that the fighter actually has to get away from you, right? That's how it works in wrestling. It isn't an escape until the hands that hold you are broken, right? Or I think so. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But that's only 1 point. But he doesn't get away. Jon goes for the second effort. And this takedown here is the defensive grappling points. So I'm not awarding Reyes any points here. At all. And if he takes him down again, I'm going to do another 2 dominant grappling. If Jon holds him in the clinch here, this is where Jon wants him. So if he holds him in the clinch here for another 30 seconds, I'm going to give him 2 more DG points. He breaks. Okay, does this deserve another 2 DG points? Okay. So let's start from where he got the first 2 DG points. Right there. He stands up. Jon still has a hold. Breaks the hold. Turns towards the cage. Jon re-engages. I think Jon still has control, so I'm not going to count that as a takedown escape. But this is like, Reyes was on the ground 10 seconds ago, and now he's standing up. Is Jon really controlling him? Or is Reyes doing what he wants to do, which is stand up and get away? He has the overhook. Once they break, I'm going to award points to Reyes for a takedown escape, or a ground escape. +1 GE. But it looks like Jon also landed a knee here. See how much damage. That one doesn't look like it landed. But it looks like the second knee he throws off the back foot here lands. So I'm going to give Jon a strike for that. Yep, that's a ground escape for Dominick Reyes. What was that, Reyes? That looked goofy, bruh. That doesn't look like it lands. Seeing Jon Jones bloody is actually like a rare sight. Ooh, nice step in elbow by Jon. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this. We gotta go super slow-mo for that. Yeah, that's definitely a good strike out of Jon. Successful strike out of Jon for sure. Not too many strikes out of Jon this round. I'm counting. He mostly went to apply grappling pressure, which I think he did a pretty successful job of. 3 grappling points for Jon. I don't know if it outweighs the strikes Reyes has hit him with. Even in the middle of the fight, in the middle of the cage. Good leg kick out of Jon. Jon exerting forward pressure. He didn't incur any damage there. Jon is liable in the next 30 seconds. I feel if Jon continues to have forward pressure without taking any damage, I'm going to award him a point for that. Takedown attempt from Jon. Center of the cage. Double leg. He's just driving him against the cage, using the cage as his friend. Still up in the air. Who's winning this? Jon has his hands grasped, goes for the lift. Pulls him away from the cage. Reyes turns. Jon readjusts. Reyes looking to fight the hands now. Jon is just wearing on Reyes right now. I'm going to give +2 points for dominant grappling as well. Out of Jon. That wasn't a desperation shot. That's Jon looking to start controlling this fight and win this round. And looky there. It just hit the 3-minute mark. He probably heard something from his coaches saying it's 3 minutes. What the fuck was that? Does that elbow from Reyes land? That doesn't land for sure. Do I give Reyes a point for that? I think Jon gets a point for that strike over the top off the break. I'm going to give +1 takedown defense as well to Reyes, as he didn't get taken down. And then off the break, looks like Jon wins with the left elbow over the top. See, that's where Jon's so good. Jon really just needs to fight this in the clinch and forcing takedowns. Because now the fight's pretty even. Or this round's pretty even. All of a sudden, just right after Jon decides to remember he's a grappler. Miss. Miss. You. See, sure. Yeah, like in that last exchange, he did to defend the takedown and stop what Jon wanted to do. But furthermore, what Jon wanted to do is get in close, force the takedown threat, and Jon also ended up being able to hit a really big elbow over the top off the break. That's a jab to the body for Reyes. You can score that. Just need to scoot in. My puppy will let me. Thank you. Actually use my ergonomic chair. Don't start whining. Good leg kick out of John. Reyes was scared of the high kick. Went down. Let's go back and watch that leg kick. Stop, buddy. Ooh, it looks beautiful outside. I ain't gonna go outside. But it looks pretty. Got a nice beamer out front, too. Okay. Back to it. John Day Lewis. I don't even know why I got my headphones on. This bitch muted, bro. Fucking dummy. Leg kick out of Reyes lands. John grabs it. Doesn't get a hold. I think Jones does kind of deserve forward pressure points now. He's had forward pressure for the majority of the fight, I feel. Another good leg kick out of John. I think Reyes was winning the first minute and a half, and John has been winning the latter minutes of this round. But, of course, with the score system, it doesn't really matter which part of the round you're winning, as long as you're scoring points. As long as you score more points that round. But from how it looks, John has the lead. Another jab there out of John. The amount of strikes thrown by Reyes has definitely gone down. A large amount. Reyes' fatigue has definitely been setting in. I'm not counting that cross to the body. Looks like Reyes successfully floated away from it. Ooh, good right hand by John. Misses the left follow-up. Ducks the counter hook from Reyes, forcing a dominant grappling position. Has the overhook. The other arm pinned into a very big knee. I got half a mind to give some DG points to Jones there, but I don't think he controlled him for long enough. Honestly, Reyes did a pretty good job of getting out of the pocket. Good left by John. That left is there all day. Reyes has been floating left and away from Jon. Right into that looping left hand. Throws a straight right. Jon blocks the right counter from Reyes. No points awarded here. Ducks it. Jon blocks it. Very good striking defense from both fighters. It looks like the only thing that lands out of this exchange here is the teep kick out of Jon. Like the fucking oblique kick, I should say. Looks like that lands clean. Jon again exerting forward pressure. If Jon maintains this forward pressure for the next 40 seconds without incurring too much damage, I'm going to give him another forward pressure point. Jon does a good job of not taking damage there. Resets. Gets good footwork. Starts working his way to pin Reyes against the cage. Like a hunter stalking his prey. Jon slowly walks forward, limiting the options of Reyes. Again, more forward pressure. Forward pressure, forward pressure. He isn't incurring damage. Doesn't look like that landed very clean. Another 15 seconds of forward pressure. Let's go up to 0.5. Huge. As soon as I go up to 0.5, I regret it. Regret it, man. Look at this. Yep, that's a significant strike out of Jon. Definitely makes Reyes stumble backwards, drop his poker face for a bit. Bro, not this shitty ass bug. Alright, thank goodness. Left by Reyes, doesn't really look like it connects cleanly. Jon patiently exerting ring dominance. I think I went so far back. We're going to see the head kick out of Jon again. There's a head kick. Definitely makes Reyes go back. Even if he got his hands up, that's a significant strike in my book. Jon fades away from the right, or from the cross. From Reyes' cross. And again, back to exerting forward pressure. I'm awarding Jon a forward pressure point. He's had forward pressure for the majority of this fight. And the majority of this round, more importantly. He isn't incurring damage, forcing Reyes behind the line. The octagon lines there that you see in the cage. That's what I'm talking about. Good leg strike out of Jon there. Oh, that doesn't look like it significantly damaged Jon, Looks like he blocked it well, but I will count that as a strike. Definitely didn't feel good. That head kick Reyes just threw right here. Right here. There's the teep kick, the oblique kick. Definitely hurt. I don't think it's significant. I don't think it's significant because Jon didn't stop moving forward. Jon kept marching. Whereas earlier in the round when Jon got hit by the uppercut, Jon immediately steps back. It's a good teep kick out of Jon here. See, that's a teep kick. And his oblique kick, he throws a little lower. Looks like that left gets through from Reyes. Good left by Jon. Good right by Jon. Forces Reyes backwards as well. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who won that round.
20 minutes down.
So I'm counting plus 2 points for Jon's takedown. I'm counting 5, 10, 15, 16 points for Jon's strikes, plus 2 for Jon's head kick, and plus another 2 for Dominick grappling, another 2 for Dominick grappling, and then 2 points for forward pressure that round. So that totals us at 20, 24, 26. 26 points. And then looking back at Reyes' round, I'm only counting 9 strikes, 1 significant strike, a ground escape, and takedown defense. So I got Reyes at 11, 12, 13. I think Jon definitely did enough to win that round. Okay. I'll let you guys watch this at full speed until I get my shit all figured out. Then we're going to go back and analyze everything.
And a good opening response there from Dominick Reyes. And in that 4th round, Jones really closed the striking differential. And we don't know what the judges are going to do.
That's how fast they're actually moving.
Watching all these other fights, so we'll see how this turns out. But this has been incredible so far.
Good low kick by Dominick.
Nice shot by Jones. Completely committed.
Okay. Let's go back. Let's observe this. Okay.
Judges, if you're curious, Chris Lee earlier tonight scored fights for Derek Lewis and Rosales.
Half speed, baby. Looks like that left hand lands from Reyes. Reyes has looked a lot better out of southpaw, in my opinion. Good 1-2 out of Reyes as well. That shovel uppercut from the lead hand into a right cross. Very nice. Left hand to it. The shovel punch turns the face. He dodges Jon's post. And hits him with the right cross. Right on the neck area. Definitely doesn't feel good. Looks like Jon gets hit with that looping right hand as well. Forces him backwards. A jab to the body, or cross to the body. He did a 1-2, but it only looks like the cross landed. Good leg kick by Reyes. Reyes is up 6-0 in strikes right now. And I think this is what forces the takedown attempt from Jon. Really good position. Goes for the double. Sinks up his wrists. Sinks up his hands. Pushes him against the cage. Brings the knees together. Lifts. Secures the takedown. Very well done. Very well timed. So it's at 4:23. So let's pay attention to the control time for Jon. If Jon controls him for 30 seconds, I'm going to give him dominant grappling points. If Jon controls him for a minute, that's going to be 4 dominant grappling points. Still in the same control. If Jon gets another, if he gets another takedown here, that's another 2 dominant grappling. If Reyes gets the break, I'm going to give him a takedown or a ground escape here. Another 10 seconds, and I'm going to give Jon dominant grappling points. Okay, that's so close. I think I'm going to give Jon +2 for dominant grappling. And I'm going to give Reyes +1 for ground escape. Because, really, it's if Jon held on to that for 6 more seconds, I feel that was dominant enough. Good left uppercut by Reyes into a right overhand. I don't know how well the right overhand lands. It looks like Jon defended it pretty well, but it does snap the hand. It's definitely not a significant strike, but I will count it as a strike. Jon defends against it really well, so that's tough. Good strike there from Jon. That's Jon's first real strike of the round. That cross to the face. Good elbow on the step-in by Jon. Looks like Reyes got one follow-up punch off that. Looks like Jon defended all the other punches Reyes threw. Let's go back and watch. So the step-in elbow definitely smacks his face. The step-in elbow, I scored. I didn't score the left out of Reyes there. Doesn't look like it landed very well. I scored that one for Reyes. Jon posts up and rolls with the punch. Doesn't get hit by the other left. Yep. I feel Jon really needs to get more dominant with his grappling, or needs more pressure from his grappling here. Trade leg kicks. Oops. Right. They trade leg kicks. Jon's left leg, and then Reyes throws it with his left leg. Both hitting each other's right leg. Right after each other. Looks like Jon's hit a lot harder. Does anything happen off this weird thing? Doesn't look like any clean strike landed from Reyes or Jon. Good leg. Good kick to the body there from Jon. Reyes rolls out to his left. I think Jon really needs to get another takedown to keep this fight even. Nothing landed there for Jon. Jon has been doing a good job of advancing without taking damage. Good jab by Jon. Does this land by Reyes? That misses. I think I'm going to actually take that point away from Jon and give it to Reyes. Right? Because it doesn't look like Jon's jab lands. But it looks like Reyes does. So I'm going to give that to Reyes, actually. Another weird jab to the body. Did that really do damage? It looks like it shook Jon, so I'm going to count that body shot. Stops Jon's right hand from punching. Good leg kick out of Jon. Another good leg kick out of Jon. That leg kick kind of stopped the whole engagement out of Reyes. He looks for the right straight. Jon lands the leg kick, so he isn't able to walk to step. Kind of throws it off. It looks like Jon actually just ducks the right straight and throws the leg kick. And then posts up. Good kick to the body by Jon. Does this oblique kick land? Kick to the body. I'm looking for that left leg oblique kick. Looks like it threw off the timing of Reyes, so I'm going to give him that. Jon checks that kick well. It's hella funny how Reyes is like batting away that fucking what's it called? He's like batting away Jon's frame hand, his lead hand, because Jon always like pushes it out to find range. Another good leg kick out of Jon. Looks like that left out of Jon landed really well. And that striking position out of Reyes is really bad afterwards. Looks like that lands clean. And it looks like the right from Reyes just misses him. And so does the left. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sucks fighting the dude that has like an 85-inch reach, doesn't it, Reyes? God damn. Just finding his range. That doesn't land. this land? It doesn't look like it. It looks like this misses. It looks like John rolls it. Yeah. John's head was like half a foot forward. He's getting fucked up by that punch. But it isn't. John does a very good job of defensive striking here. I'm going to award John with a forward pressure point. He's maintained forward pressure for the last 2 minutes without taking that much damage. Ooh, that was cool. Reyes ducks the kick from John, goes right over his head, and he leaps up with the left hand. Doesn't look like it's a super clean connection, but anywhere that connects with, that's going to hurt and deal damage. So I'm going to say that's a successful strike out of Reyes. This is a close fight, boys. Good front kick to the body by John. Seems like it's going to come down to those little things. Does this leg kick out of Reyes land? Looks like he gets his hips fully turned, full connection. I'm scoring that leg kick as well. Reyes hit him with his own oblique kick. Does this right land from John? It looks like John just, like, this is such a near miss. Okay, does his left land from Reyes? No. John parried it well. Looks like the cross does land. I should have said right. The right hook doesn't land. The jab lands there. John's still with forward pressure. Forcing him back into the corner of the cage. Reyes is rotating into John's power leg. Without any pressure out of John. Does that land? Or is it a near miss? Yes, this does land. Look at that. The heel to the stomach. And then it glances off to the right. Good side kick from John. Good oblique kick. Good leg kick from John. Real even fight. Should I count this as a strike as well? It looks like it's directly to the nuts. I'm gonna count that as a strike. It looks fair. Looks like it hit him right on the groin. John ducks the cross. Does John hit him at the end of this break as well with his right hand? I don't think that's a punch. I think that's just John going for the necktie. John holds his forward pressure without incurring a lot of damage for the next 8 seconds, I'm going to give him another forward pressure point. That's a leg kick right there out of John. 5 more seconds. Oh, I think that might be the first significant strike of the round, actually. Ignore what the UFC says. They're wrong. I'm going to just score that as a normal strike as well. Looks like it. Reyes fully blocked that, and it didn't get through to the head. Another good leg kick from John. I'm going to award another forward pressure point for John, as he has maintained forward pressure without taking much damage for the last minute. Looks like John might have landed with that right overhand. It does look like that's a successful strike to me from John. 19 seconds left of the fight. Doesn't look like anything. Very close fight. Very close fight. I'm scoring Reyes at 15 strikes, 15, 17 strikes. No significant strikes that last round, and he got a ground escape, so I got him at 18 points that final round. Whereas John had 19 strikes, a takedown defense, or a takedown, a dominant grappling, and 2 forward pressure points. So I got John sitting at 25 points for the winner by a 3-2 victory. I got Jon Jones. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll let you guys enjoy the travesty that is UFC scorecards. You guys can see clearly Reyes won the first round. Less clearly, he won the third round.
It's kind of crazy. It's scary. Here's that John head
But I feel John definitely won
John with a kick to the body.
the fourth and
Amazing
the
fight. These guys are awesome.
fifth rounds
Incredible.
handily.
Round 2, John with a jab. Good left hand by John. Round 3. Here's a great head kick by Dominick Reyes.
Yeah, I get this.
And a beautiful body kick by Reyes.
Reyes definitely won
Nasty left
round
uppercut.
3.
Look at that. Perfectly placed. Round 4. Championship rounds. Jon Jones gets the takedown, but Dominick Reyes right back up. Beautiful leg kick by John.
Wow.
Jab
Ground
by
escape,
John.
takedown defense.
Right hand behind
But
him.
John won the striking.
Just missed with the elbow. Touches him with that
Yeah,
right
listen to the
forehand.
fucking scorecards, bro.
An outstanding start through 3 rounds at least for Dominick Reyes, and certainly plenty of these rounds could have gone either way. Joseph tonight.
48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner.
Dude,
By unanimous
they didn't give him a single round.
and still
48-47.
light heavyweight
Okay, so they gave 2 rounds to Reyes, and one judge gave 1 round to Reyes. I think they got it right, but I feel this form of scoring is way more accurate. Let's see what John has to say.
You seemed. Was anything about this fight surprising to you?
Yeah, Dominic did a tremendous job. Dominic, you have totally earned my respect, man. That was a great foot take. That was a great fight. I tell you what, I think the difference in the fight were takedowns. I couldn't keep him down for too long, but I was taking him down. I'm pretty sure I took him down at least 3 rounds. So it was
2.
close in the kickboxing exchanges. He landed some tough shots.
Right.
But I believe my takedowns is what got me the edge.
Now going into the 4th and 5th rounds, the
2
championship
takedowns.
rounds, you really turned up the pressure, constant pressure. Were you thinking it was possible?
He tried for a lot of takedowns
Given him those first 3?
and got beat.
I knew it was a really close fight, and I turned it on in the
Shout out
fifth
this dude
round.
for
Between
posting these videos. Chicago made legend. Shout out to you. Thanks for uploading this so I can watch it. But yeah, this shit's for use now. So if you guys enjoyed, please support my store. Best way to support me, I get direct money and you get some fucking cool shit, like a sticker, hoodie, whatever the fuck you want. I got fanny packs, joggers. So y'all know what the fuck going on. Thanks for supporting. See you next time, y'all.